Determine whether f of x equals the absolute value of x is even, odd, or neither. Now, you know what the graph of this function looks like. The absolute value graph is going to go through the origin, and we know that it is a V shape with linear parts in the first quadrant and the second quadrant. And we know that this is symmetric with respect to the y-axis. So we know that this is an even function. And that's not too difficult to tell also algebraically, because if we look at f of the opposite of x, which is the absolute value of the opposite of x, it doesn't matter if we just remove that opposite, because when we're taking the absolute value, it gets rid of the negative sign, whether it's there or not. And so it ends up being the same as the absolute value of x. Both of these quantities are going to have the same absolute value. They are equal to each other, and that is f of x. If you don't quite understand why that works, just think about it. If you plug in any number there, the absolute value of -3 is the same as the absolute value of 3. The absolute value of the opposite of -7, which is the same as the absolute value of 7, is just the absolute value of -7, right? Both of those have an absolute value of 7. It works no matter what value of x you pick in, because remember, the absolute value is the distance from 0, and so a number and its opposite are going to be the same distance from 0, so they'll have the same absolute values. It's just a few explanations of why this function ends up being even.